If there are three manufacturers that define the world of sports cars, they are Porsche, Lamborghini, and Ferrari. Porsche focuses on precision. Despite the luxury they offer, they ensure their cars outperform their competitors. In the Crew, they have been with us since the Crew 2, accounting for an impressive number of cars, and they have their own playlist at the Motorfest celebrating the achievements of the 911. No car better exemplifies Porsche's commitment to precision than the 992 Generation 911 GT3 RS. Lamborghini emphasizes ferocity. Despite the engineering in their current lineup, their history is closely tied to sound, as they are known for making some of the loudest, most aggressive, and most eye-catching cars ever built. Lamborghini has been part of the Crew since the start and has been a strong partner in the racing game franchise. Even having their own playlist in the Crew Motorfest, they also debuted their newest flagship supercar, the Reworked, right here in this game before any other major franchise got the chance. Ferrari is all about passion. They constantly push the boundaries of performance but never forget their heritage. Like Lamborghini, Ferrari has been part of the series from the beginning with the Ferrari F80 and F12 available. Since then, the renowned Italian manufacturer has expanded their lineup within the series, culminating in this new season of the Crew Motorfest, which is all about them. Welcome everyone to Season 7 of the Crew Motorfest, the Ferrari season. As always, if you enjoyed this content, please leave a like and remember to subscribe. I have a lot of new material coming out for this season of TCM and you won't want to miss it. As I mentioned earlier, the Prancing Horses are taking over Hawaii in this new season of the Crew Motorfest. First, I want to share a bit of history. Ferrari has been in racing since the very beginning, always striving to bring their racing success to their road cars, which is where their highly coveted supercar lineup comes in. Every anniversary, the renowned Italian manufacturer creates an incredible limited edition supercar designed to push performance and technology to the limits. It all started with this car, the Ferrari 288 GTO, or simply the GTO as it's officially known. Based on the 308, the GTO was originally built to meet homologation requirements so it could race in Group B. However, when that series folded, the 6 Evoluzioni Ferrari built were also shelved. Instead, Ferrari offered the street version of the GTO as a limited production supercar for those who could afford it. Today, finding one will cost you at least $4 million. Then came the F80, a car many consider the greatest Ferrari ever built. Created to mark Ferrari's 40th anniversary, it features an updated version of the 2.9-liter twin turbocharged V8 from the GTO, but with even more power. Its body, made from carbon fiber and Kevlar, is incredibly lightweight. It is highly praised for being a balanced yet spirited analog sports car. Without a sound system, traction control, or much modern technology, the F40 represented the peak of engineering and was the fastest car in the world at that time. To celebrate Ferrari's 50th anniversary, they created the F50, and if you're like many born in the 90s, you know this car well. It was a car that would grace wallpapers and posters in your bedroom, appear in various racing games like Need for Speed, Project Gotham Racing, and Outrun, and feature technology that most of us wouldn't suspect even today. The F50 was essentially one of the first true F1 cars for the road. Its 4.7-liter V12 engine is a bored-out version of the 3.5-liter V12 found in the Ferrari 641 Formula 1 race car. The F50 also features double wishbone and pushrod suspension, both at the front and rear, all derived from the same F1 car. When Ferrari's president at the time, Luca di Montezemolo, first commissioned this car, he wanted it to be the pinnacle of motoring. He aimed for something that would connect Ferrari's F1 heritage to everyday roads. Of course, if you played any of the aforementioned games, you know it as a high-end exotic with incredible handling, even if it feels firmly planted. For its 60th anniversary, Ferrari introduced the Enzo. Named after the company's founder, the Enzo was another car that pushed boundaries, especially in design. Some magazines and reviewers ranked this car among the best they have ever driven, while others couldn't grasp the boldly striking design. Once again, Ferrari's supercar lineage originates from its motorsport heritage, mainly F1. You can see inspiration in its design, technology, and engineering, from its F1 style front fascia to its rapid shifting 6-speed F1 semi-automatic transmission, and with a loud 6-liter V12, you'll definitely hear it coming. After the Enzo, the LaFerrari followed. While some questioned its name, many simply couldn't get over its striking and beautiful design. The LaFerrari marked a series of firsts for Ferrari. It was the manufacturer's first ever hybrid, pairing a high-revving 6.3-liter V12 with an electric motor and a hybrid KERS system, similar to those used in F1 cars. It was also the first production car from Ferrari to produce over 900 horsepower, making it their most powerful car at the time. Lastly, it was the first in Ferrari's supercar lineup to be available as either a coupe or a roadster, with the LaFerrari F80 built to celebrate Ferrari's 70th anniversary. The LaFerrari is also considered 1/3 of the hyper-hybrid Holy Trinity, which includes the Porsche 918 Spider and the McLaren P1, and among these three, the 950 horsepower LaFerrari was the most powerful. Each car in this coveted lineup has a story to tell and is filled with continuous innovations in engineering and technology. It's the passion and exhilaration that drive Ferrari to create these incredible machines and to keep sharing stories of their many achievements. And that story continues. to celebrate Ferrari's 80th anniversary, making its official racing game debuted here in the Crew Motorfest. Ferrari introduces its most powerful car to date. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the all-new 2025 Ferrari F80. Like its predecessors, the F80 introduces some firsts for Ferrari. It's the first in the supercar lineup to feature a V6 engine, the same one borrowed from the 296 and the 499P race car. It's also the first supercar in the lineup to have all-wheel drive, thanks to a pair of electric motors on the front axle. Combine those electric motors with one more placed between the 8-speed dual-clutch F1 gearbox and the twin-turbocharged 888 horsepower 3-liter V6, and you get the most powerful road-going Ferrari ever built with 1,184 horsepower, the same as a Bugatti Veyron Super Sport. It's also the most widely planted car in the supercar lineup. Its predecessor, the LaFerrari, with its active aero, generates up to 800 pounds of downforce at 125 miles per hour. The F80 has even more advanced aero features, but also a somewhat quirky active aero rear wing that works to increase downforce in corners and reduce drag on straights. The result is a car capable of exceeding 220 miles per hour and producing over 1 ton of downforce at 155 miles per hour, which is about 3 times the downforce of the LaFerrari and 1,000 pounds more than the track-only FXXK Evo.
The F80 truly exemplifies what Ferrari is capable of, blending their success in F1 and Le Mans with their brilliance in creating on-road moving works of art.
Only 799 of these are being made, and you can't have one because they've all been spoken for. Not that you could afford it anyway, as each car has a starting price of $4 million. And you know how Ferrari are with customizable extras? Still, fret not. The Crew Motorfest is giving all of us a chance to drive Ferrari's newest machine starting July 9th. As a matter of fact, there will be a whole week of Summit, Mainstage, and car show action that will celebrate the debut of the F80. Speaking of the Mainstage, let's show off the intro video, shall we?
Here it is, Motorfest's most splendid surprise to date. Since they couldn't possibly take you to Ferrari's Supercar exhibition, they brought the exhibition to you. But we're not stopping there. We are going to ride those magnificent creatures. As Motorfest's archivist, it is my great privilege to accompany you on what promises to be a memorable experience. You will not only be driving Ferrari's greatest cars, you will also be reliving the joy, excitement, and unique thrill that their best drivers feel on the track every single day. And you also get to marvel at their latest creation. In any case, this is a special occasion, a true celebration of Ferrari.
So there you have it. Ferrari dominates this season, which should please you loyal tifosi out there. Regarding vehicles, 17 brand new ones are coming this season, with 6 arriving just this month. First, there's the pass car for this month, the Ferrari F50, a street tier 2 legendary exotic that you'll need to access the Ferrari Supercars playlist. Completing this playlist will unlock the Ferrari GTO, another street tier 2 legendary exotic. Both cars will be available once you update your game on Wednesday. Next week, look out for the Ferrari F80. It will be available for everyone as a shop edition, costing between 3 and 4 million bucks. The Summit Contest, Car Show, and Mainstage challenges will all focus on the F80, giving you a chance to put this new hypercar through its paces and push it to the limit. To clarify, the F80 isn't releasing this week, but you'll be able to test drive it in the Ferrari Supercars playlist. It will officially release next week on July 9th, along with its own Summit Contest, Car Show, and Mainstage challenges. July 23rd will mark the return of the Italian motorcycle maker MV Agusta, with the F4RR and Brutal Dragster 800RR coming back from the Crew 2 as street tier 2 motorcycles. If you already have both bikes in your garage in TC2, just make sure you have import collection turned on, and both bikes will appear in your garage once you update the game. If not, they'll be available on the 23rd for everyone.
Finally, at the end of the month, there is a major Ferrari Summit contest where the platinum prize is the Assetto Fiorano edition of the Ferrari SF90. The car might seem a bit unnecessary to most, but let's not forget that the Assetto Fiorano package on the SF90 makes it more track oriented and slightly lighter, so who knows, this car might have a bit of an advantage over the standard version.
August is French Elegance Month, or l'élégance à la française if we're speaking in that tongue. Essentially, we celebrate everything French in TCM. I don't know what Summit cars are coming, but August Car Pass car is something well known if you played a little game called Asphalt Legends Unite. The Genty Akylone, this twin turbocharged V8 hypercar, first designed in 2015, is now a hybrid with over 1300 horsepower and all-wheel drive. Maybe it will go like stink in the Crew Motorfest, just like in Asphalt. We'll have to wait until August to see for ourselves. Coming in August is a new playlist, Luxury Chronicles Europe. While I don't know exactly what it includes, the title suggests we'll be driving some iconic cars and bikes from across Europe. We might hop back into the Bugatti La Voiture Noire, race at high speeds in the Porsche Carrera GT, or compete against other top motorcycles in a new bike. We'll learn all the details when the playlist drops on August 6th. September is German Refinement Month, or Deutsche Verdelung if we're speaking in that tongue. As the name suggests, we're celebrating the precision, innovation, and craftsmanship of sports cars coming from Germany. Speaking of which, September's Car Pass car is also German. The Audi R8 LMS GT2, built to compete in the SRO GT2 class, this car boasts significantly more power than the R8 LMS GT3, as well as unique functional aero to help it keep up with the GT3 in the corners, including its distinctive reverse swan neck rear wing. Finally, October is British Flair Month, and there's no different term for that. It remains as is, along with a celebration of everything British at the Motorfest. A new bike will debut that month for Car Pass owners, the Triumph Rocket 3R. This muscular British roadster features a 2500cc 3-cylinder engine producing 165 horsepower, so it will be interesting to see if it can compete with the returning MV Agusta or any of the Indian or Harley Davidson bikes already in this market. We'll have to wait until October to find out. Regarding quality of life, several updates have been made to the game to improve ease of navigation and create a more immersive experience. For example, there is a new immersive mode that turns off all head-up displays, allowing you to fully experience Hawaiian life without UI distractions. Additionally, the fast navigation feature has been enhanced, now allowing you to favorite 4 vehicles instead of 3, and the restriction based on vehicle types has been removed. You can set your fast navigation to any vehicle of any type or discipline you prefer. For instance, if you set your fast nav to your favorite Ferraris, you can do just that. There have also been several updates to the Summit Contest and Grand Race. Going forward, some Summit Contests and Grand Races will feature unique modifiers that lock players into specific settings. For example, there might be a race where everyone must drive with a sequential transmission, or one where all players are required to use cockpit view, or even one where traction control, electronic stability control, and ABS are turned off. These changes could lead to some exciting moments. Additionally, soon to be added in Grand Races are split time indicators. Have you ever been in a Grand Race and wondered how far ahead or behind your opponents are? Now it's easier to tell thanks to the game showing the split time of your closest rivals, so you don't have to guess how much time you need to catch up or how much faster you need to go to pass others. Lastly, a new spectator mode is coming to Grand Races, letting you see how other racers are doing even if you're not participating in a race yourself. Finally, just like last season, several cars have received significant handling updates to make them more competitive in the game. These include the Lotus Emira, Ferrari 512TR, Audi RS7 Sportback, Renault Trezor, Citroën GT, and various versions of the Audi RS5, Porsche Carrera GT, Jaguar CX-75, along with most Bugatti models except the Genty. Will we see a new meta develop for Street Tier 2 or Hypercar? We'll have to wait and see. That's it. Get ready for the most exciting season ever at Motorfest, where we'll celebrate the best of Ferrari and other supercars from across Europe. As always, if you enjoyed what you saw, give the video a like and consider subscribing to the channel, because I have several videos coming tomorrow showcasing all the new content, including a review of the all-new Ferrari F80. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Until then, stay safe and I'll see you later.